morning. Hopefully this is all working okay. Welcome everyone. Nils, hi. Greetings. I don't know what we're going to see today. I intended to do a sunrise stream. The Altice building is lit up over there. Everything else is residential. And that's still under construction. But it looks pretty cloudy. You can actually start to see a strip of clear sky with a reddish hue. Stevie, good morning. Hi boom, is that how you say that? Hello, good morning. So I don't know. I figured we could walk a little bit first and then come back towards the river and see what we see. So let's see. Philly, Rachel, hello. Manny Explorers, oh, welcome. Welcome, Manny. Merle, hello. So that's Long Island City over there. We're on the East River, looking more east. Hopefully towards the sunrise. Darlene, good to see you too. Travel Addicted, morning. Australia, John, hello. What time do I go to bed? Well, we're following the rule where when the baby sleeps, we sleep, or we try to sleep. Otherwise, we'll never get any sleep. So we were in bed by 9 yesterday, but still woke up a bunch of times. Relativity is so relative, yes, Stevie. But any tips for getting up early? I don't know, I've always been able to get up when I have to get up. Like even as a kid, as soon as the alarm rang, or if I opened my eyes and I knew that it's morning, I would just jump out of bed. But I never had amazing sleep anyway. It's always been pretty light. The FDR Drive is already pretty active this morning. Again, that's like not really a highway technically, but it is a road that runs along the East River, east side of Manhattan. But this is actually pretty clear for the FDR. This is good traffic. If you're not at a standstill in New York, you're in a good traffic situation. Stevie, that's good to know. It's definitely a test of willpower. But everyone does say it's worth it. And when you look at her and her little eyes, I can kind of see why. Space Girl, good morning. Jess, good morning. Andrew. Yeah, I like it is pretty good quality. I think the iPhones do very well with low light video, except you see that green dot here? At nighttime, the iPhones, the new ones especially, the 12 series, because of their lens configuration, they have these odd lens flares. They're not even lens flares, it's like artifacts. I'm not sure how else to describe them, but they're not very good if you're actually trying to do professional video. Not that I do that, I just do live streams like this, and then I use a different camera for my regular walks, but people have complained about that. There's a very long thread on apple.com about those green artifacts. VRT International, another day, another dollar. My other favorite saying is, boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time. It's a good one. Slim Diesel, hello. Lisa Ann, morning. Nana No, stay warm as well. Merrick, good to see you too. I wonder if they've opened the East River Promenade. This has been closed ever since it really started snowing. Peter, good morning, nice to see you. Kay Spence, morning. Now, okay, Ohio, gozaimasu. Gozaimasu. Trish C, good morning. Darren Lewis, £4.99 super chat. Morning, thanks for these streams, very relaxing from the UK. Thank you. Appreciate that. Jeff MCC 75, morning. Messy. Baby commuter is very fussy this night. I've been up since 4:30, since that's about half an hour from my usual wake-up time. I figured I'm just going to get up. So I did some work emails, and then here we are. Oh, somebody's saying hello. Is a crazy Disney lady here? I didn't see. But if Tanya's here, hello. Annalisa, good morning. Bellin, hello. Real Matrix user, hello. George Black says, Smushskim dnyom. Is today like International Men's Day or something? I don't know much about those holidays. I know about International Women's Day, but I don't know anything about International Men's Day. That's what George Black said. So I'm hoping the sun, it says partly cloudy for around the time of the sunrise. The sunrise is supposed to be at 6:38 this morning, my time, New York time, Eastern. However, I don't know what it's going to be like. And I also have a question. What's the difference between, let's say, partly cloudy and mostly sunny? Because if it's mostly sunny, that must mean there are a few clouds in the sky. So when do you decide to say if it's going to be partly cloudy or mostly sunny, or mostly cloudy and partly sunny? I don't know what I'm thinking. I think I'm just on a lack of sleep, so I don't know what kind of questions I'm posing. But that's what I was thinking about this morning. Is the High Line open again? I think it's open. Monica, hello. Jenna, you dig it? Yeah, I don't know what the answer is. So let me go a little more south. I wish I could watch this from the promenade at the Waterside Plaza here, but it's still closed. It's a riddle. Yes, Asamina, pretty much. If anybody can give me the actual meteorologic or scientific or whatever you want to say reason for using one over the other, I'd love to know. Confucius says, don't confuse people. Well, it's done. Sheila, do you have to make reservations still on the weekdays? I know on the weekends you had to make reservations, but I thought they opened it up that on the weekdays you could just walk up. I know it's also closed like below 14th Street for construction, last I saw. I am not wearing a hat. I'm actually pretty warm in my current outfit. Today is going to be a work from home day, Christina, yes. Sorry, the beautiful view has now turned into more scaffolding. No, this isn't. Hold on a second. This is interesting scaffolding here. So we're already under something here, but I guess there's a opening here. Let me just double check. Yeah, there's an opening. Okay. I was wondering if the scaffolding was actually doing anything. Yeah, it is. Saren says partly cloudy means a bit more cloudy than mostly sunny. I guess. But when there's a few clouds in the sky, it could be either partly cloudy or mostly sunny, right? But it's just a weird. To me, it's weird still. But what do I know? I'm just a guy with a gimbal and an iPhone. Tom, good. How are you? Trying to get back to the river. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing this. There's essentially going to be no river until 20th Street. There's all that construction now. Mostly cloudy but partly sunny there. Good to know, Dave. It's all relative, right? Until it doesn't make any sense. Then I don't know what it is. RJ Wertheimer, baby, was a little bit fussy from like 3 a.m. onwards this morning. But she fell asleep now, so I went outside. Ah, it's Mia here. Welcome. I've done one final tweak to this gimbal, and that's secure my microphone wire and my charging cable to the body of the gimbal, to the handle or the grip, with a Velcro strap. So if that helped, let me know. But that's the final tweak I think I'm doing to this thing. Yeah, it might be colicky, Annalisa. It might be. How do I like the cranium? At the moment, I actually do like it a lot. I actually do like the cranium too. I like the opportunity for using different types of devices on it, phones, GoPros, small cameras like Sony RX100s. I think you could use even a small DSLR, but Australia John says 1/8 to 1/4 of the sky is covered by clouds when it's mostly sunny. How about when it's partly cloudy? Who knew this was going to be the topic of conversation this morning? Well, we wouldn't be humans if we didn't contemplate things. Always ask questions. What bridge is which? I'm not seeing a bridge right now. This one on the right is the FDR Drive, and that's just an elevated roadway. It's not always elevated, but here it is. Eva, hello. Always up these days. Okay, getting flash, something to go. So again, we can't go anywhere over here anymore, so I was hoping to walk by the river, but no. It is the sun is starting to come up, so I gotta get to 20th Street. 7 BP is the 7th largest oil company, interesting. All right. All right, so we got to get around all this construction, so I'm going to go a little quicker now. And also kind of testing to see if this gimbal can handle faster walking with my tweaks that I've done. I'll get all that sleep back in 14 years. I had a theory about all that. I wonder if humans who sleep longer might live longer too, but at the same time, do we have a certain amount of like wakeful hours we're supposed to be able to have in a lifetime? So if you sleep less, I mean, outside of all the benefits of sleep, do you just live shorter? I don't know. Anyway, yes, acceleration mode engaged. Here we go, Stevie. Oh, Nabul's here too. Welcome. Yeah, it's getting brighter. Sunrise is earlier and earlier. And then it's going to get pushed back again, I think, when the hours change. Marek, no, not in New York City. Not a thing here. Elliot Brown, yes, here we are with the Dawn Patrol. Not to be confused with the Doom Patrol, which is actually a pretty good show, in my opinion. I like how weird it is. Kovals, hello. I've seen that name. I remember you. Did I try DJI Osmo OM4? Yes, I did. I did try it. I didn't like it. Well, that was also when I only used my my Galaxy Note 20, and it didn't handle it that well. It was very jittery. Michelle in Australia, hello. Dave is actually feeling more tired working from home. I think you're not out of it. Yeah, I mean, it can also be draining, not just physically, but emotionally and constitutionally on one's being to be kind of cooped up in one place for too long, but such is the climate. Least in the mall, Joseph's drinking some tea. Sounds good. I'm personally a coffee kind of guy, but I've been known to indulge some tea every once in a while. So we're at this part of the construction now. I'm pretty sure that one's supposed to be closed. Well, I guess it's open for construction purposes. Actually, I don't know why this is open right now. Let's take a look here. Michelle, not bad. A little tired. Well, a little restless last night, so we're all tired, but maybe sleeping now. Let me focus this. All right, what is this? Flood wall construction. So it is a flood wall. Okay. The question is, where is the flood wall going to be? Is it going to be like here, blocking the park? Because that's not going to be fun for anyone. Yes, sir. 5075 with a $10 Canadian super sticker. Thank you, my friend. Always supporting us here. Would appreciate that. And let's listen to the birds and walk a little bit over here. So we might catch some part of the sunrise today. It'll be semi-explicit. Stephen Friedman, good morning. Paul Palmer. I like that name. $7.99 Australian. Thank you. Appreciate that. Now, what are we looking at? So, Waterside Plaza is right here. Very residential. So all the lights you see on are people that are awake right now. Very few people still awake. DT UK, hello. Roberto, Sully Park displaying on the west side, around 30th Street is my understanding. One Vanderbilt's over there. And you can just see the tip of the Empire State Building spire right over there. Back to the river. Gareth, good morning. Yeah, Nabul, as tall as the sun rises, especially when there's some clouds in the sky, can be pretty nice. They add some sort of a flavor. So we might see something, but we're at the mercy of the clouds. What time is it right now? About 6:20 probably. Andreas Martin, good morning. Thank you, hope you do too. Yeah, you can start to see the reflection off of those buildings. I like to catch the reflections off buildings from the sunrise too. Victoria, good morning, welcome. Patricia from Washington State, good morning to you. Washington State, now that's early. Well, you're just after 3 a.m. over there then. I thought that little bird was a speck of dust on my screen. Judy, doing okay. Thanks for asking. A little restless last night, but otherwise okay. Where am I heading today? I was just going to focus on the sunrise this morning, but maybe I'll walk off a little bit and come back. But then we might miss something. Nah, I don't think we'll miss. I do want to walk around a little bit. It does look like some of the snow melted and refroze on this walkway, which is one of my least favorite things. Judy, at 5, a lot of work. Yeah, I have definitely a reimagined sense of respect for all parents. And if you had 5, I don't know how you did it, but kudos to you. Andrei Skripka. Does that mean violin? Ryba voditsa, is there fish here? There is fish here. I don't know how many anatomically correct or biologically accurate body parts they have, but they are here. Simple Learning in India, hello to you. Judy, you're your grandma now. Well, congrats on that. I hear that's more fun type of a role. Jeffalope, thank you. Andrei asks if you can fish here. You can. You're supposed to actually get a free license for fishing in these waters. I don't know anybody that ever checks them, but that's what you're supposed to do. Sandiva, yes, I'm right by the FDR. It's right above us right now. Now let's go by the FDR a little bit, by the river. Well, the best sunrise isn't going to be in this area. It's going to be more in Midtown. And if we go too far here, we won't be able to get off the FDR until like Houston Street. Okay. Не все понял. Андрей didn't understand everything in English. Да, можно здесь ловить рыбу, но надо... Я не знаю, как перевести это, как... I don't know how to say license in Russian. I've forgotten. But yes, it's a license. Gareth, I will be working later. And I'm kind of glad the sunrise is pretty early today so I can kind of start a little earlier. Where's the UNHQ? UNHQ, the UN building is right there. Разрешение на ловлю рыбы. Aha, разрешение, okay. Got it. License, разрешение. Yes. It's one of those things where I can't generate the word, but I know what it means when I hear it and see it. So thank you for the reminder. Mental Rolodex updated. Katie, good morning. What beach is this? It's not a beach. We don't have any real beaches in Manhattan, but we're just by the East River from the Manhattan side around 18th Street. That's over there. And then we're looking east. Appreciate that, Liz. Andrei says красиво. Pretty. Beautiful. Joggers are out. Where's One World Trade Center? There. You won't see it, but it's there. Now that I'm looking this way, I'm kind of intrigued by this graffiti and or art. And a little bit disturbed, maybe? Because why does this say knife? Over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Knife. Yeah. Very curious about that. Sanhindi, you can recognize the FDR. It's kind of interesting how people just, are learning about the other parts of New York just from these videos, more than that you might see in movies and TV shows and such. Well, it might be the artist's signature, but why is it like that everywhere? Is that the whole painting, just the artist's signature? Yeah. Ugur. I don't know anybody that swims in the East River. Except for Kramer, and I can't say that went well for him. Murley, I didn't watch the full video, but I know it successfully landed, so that's very exciting for the science world. But I do want to watch. Bernd Hendricks, I'm sure there was at some point. It sounds like Clue, New York edition. Simple learning. Where am I headed now? Well, I was going to walk a little bit away from the river, but now that I'm looking at it, it looks like the sunrise is already starting to come up a little bit, so maybe we should go back. Because the official sunrise is at 6:38. So let's go back. Back to the river. Back to the future. But see, this is a very more dangerous area to cross because there's a blind spot for cars leaving. Anyway, back to the river. Part 2. Is New York sea depth more than World Trade Center height? Around here, I doubt it. But I'm just making a guess. I mean, I would say this is actually pretty light traffic, because in New York, if you're not bumper to bumper or like close to it, you're in a pretty good traffic situation. Katie, no, I don't. David Sargent's in the house. Hello to you, David, and to Lisa. Hello, hello. One of the ferry landings here. We walked by it already, but I'm walking back now so we can see what we see of the sunrise this morning. Not going to be as explicit as I might like other days. Mid-channel 70 to 100 feet. Yeah, definitely much shorter than the Freedom Tower. I watched Soul Walker from Korea. I might have actually seen a couple of those videos, but not in a while. I feel like I've had less time to watch the videos I'd like to watch. I still try to jump on some of the other live streamers that I know of. Every once in a while, say hello. Ivilo Valco, do you have a camera? Well, I don't have a real camera. I just have phones and a DJI Osmo or DJI Pocket 2 at this moment, but for my live streams, just the iPhone 12 mini. East River and Hudson River supposed to accommodate battleships back in the day. Yeah, probably. I mean, at this point, the Hudson does accommodate cruise ships, which are large in their own right. Not these days. I guess cruises still aren't a thing. Miguel, good morning. Yeah, no, this is pretty light for the traffic, at least right now. But yeah, Paul Boom with the 449 Australian super sticker. Thank you. Always lots of Australians in the morning stream. Dawn Patrol here. And David again, hello. Are those seagulls, Linda? Yes, they were seagulls. There are some ducks around here too, but mostly seagulls. I've been watching this ball here, just been floating. Jim Thompson, hello. North Carolina. Welcome. Sven in Germany, hello, hello. No, I'm using an external microphone. It's a lav mic. Katie, was it really more bouncy than usual? I feel like the other folks weren't saying that. Alex asked if I've been in the States for a long time. Почти 30 лет, almost 30 years. Justin in Dublin, hello. Need to walk around Columbus Circle, Chris. I might walk through there tomorrow morning, depending on the route I take to go to the Upper West Side. That will be a commute, so I'll be quick. May Q, you're coming here soon? Cool. Ugur, what bridge is this? I wonder if you were wondering about that bridge when I was focusing in that area, but that's the Ed Koch Queensboro Bridge. 59th Street Bridge. Sanidia, I do 4K videos. So all my walking videos that are not talking or not live streamed are 4K because those are from the DJI Pocket 2. I do also have a DJI Osmo Action, but I don't use that one as much anymore. It's meant to be for more of the extreme weathers, so like rain, but I haven't done one of those in a while. Yeah, Katie, that's interesting, because everyone else was saying it's much smoother, so I'm not sure if that's just you, or if everyone else is wrong. Mark, good morning. All right, have a good day. Or have a good night to you, Mark. I guess you're also over on the other side of the world. Yep, looking at Queens, Joseph. Balmy 12 degrees Celsius in southeast England. That's not too bad. I think it's going to be warming up here pretty soon based on the weather forecast I've seen in the next week or so. Azamina, it's very interesting. Sunrise being, you're watching the sunrise from nighttime. What a fascinating time we live. Stevie, oh, thanks for looking it up. So it is Knife. It is the artist. It's an interesting, if not narcissistic mural then. Can I visit the Transit Museum? Yeah, I think I could visit it one day. I'm not sure it'll be that, I don't know what the service there is like. Maybe I'll do a recorded video, but I still want to get a 360 camera. I've had my eye on the Insta360 ONE X2. What a name. Chris Peter. Hopefully be able to return here soon. For now, here it is virtually. Respect my opinion. Good morning. 40 degrees Celsius in Western Australia today. Too warm. That would be a proper fever. John, good morning to you in London. Caroline and Mark in sunny-ish Wales. You love my live streams. Glad you're enjoying. Thank you for joining. We're looking over kind of Queens and Brooklyn. And there's some of them. I'm going to see if I can get this to change the exposure. Nope, it's not changing so much. Alright, I'll just do a regular one then. To Elliot. I was thinking about it, but yeah. I was more excited about 360 live streams, but I don't know how the quality is going to be because it tries to pack in a lot of pixels into 1080p. Oh, he has a tree stump artist. That's interesting, Stevie. I gotta take a look at this. So Knife does sound like an interesting artist, actually. I'm also wondering what this hose is. Anyway. Виктория Данилова. Сегодня день защитника. С праздником всех мужчин. Oh, защитник. How is that translated? Like protector? Protector, maybe? Katie asked, when it's summer, can we go to the beach? I think so. Is it ultra-wide mode? No. If I do switch it to ultra-wide mode, it might look a little darker, but let me see. It just looks different, but this is ultra-wide. Yeah, Action Kid, I think he finished his time in Miami. He mentioned his stream yesterday from the... Ooh, it's getting really bright all of a sudden. From the Ferris wheel was going to be the last one. I don't know, which one do you guys prefer? The colors are usually better on this camera. Wow, it kind of like all of a sudden really got bright. I like that. I feel like the colors are supposed to be better from the regular camera, but let me know if you prefer the wide angle. Yeah, it's not as cloudy as I thought. What is this? Is this mostly cloudy or partly sunny now? Deń Защитника, Defender of the Fatherland Day. Ah, okay. Thank you, Alexander. Yeah, I do like a sunrise with a little bit of clouds just because it adds some flair than just the sun. It adds a lot of little colors that I like. We're not going to really go too far today. Just gonna look at the sunrise, walk back north on the East River, and then that'll be pretty much it. So somebody just ran off into the construction area over there. Yeah, mostly sunny sounds a little bit more optimistic, right, Tanya? I don't know if they're gonna get anywhere in that area because that's supposed to be where the construction is. For some reason, it's open for now. Anyway, Bob Ross would love these colors. Oh, Action Kid's going to Fort Lauderdale. Interesting. Action Kid should have stopped by Orlando, or should stop by Orlando still, and do a collab with that crazy Disney lady, Tanya. You can also like see the current of the river. Well, it's kind of moving opposite directions. I don't think the East River is technically a river, from what I read, but yeah. Water's moving this way, water's moving this way. Watch the sunrise more often, it recharges your batteries. Well, hopefully this recharges everyone's batteries. I'm sure my phone won't recharge from it, but that's because the phone does not appreciate it. The phone is just a vessel through which we watch the world. At the moment. I guess it also does other things. Yes, Jesse, it is. East River is 33 meters deep. Pretty deep, but not the deepest. Because it's all relative. Oh, Sumit, your exam is tomorrow. Stressful. I hope you do all right. Good luck on that. Elliott and Greenpoint, not too far. Maybe in that direction. Oh, Tanya, you're going to be in New York City July. Very cool. Yeah, we should figure something out. There's a lot of birds around me. I'm sure you can hear them. Is the baby sleeping? Sumit, the baby was sleeping when I left the house. I hope the baby's sleeping because that means Mrs. Commuter is getting some rest too. That's the dream. Miguel, another Miguel from Portugal. Hello. Mladen Popovic from Serbia. Hi. Kaliber from Poland. I guess most of Europe should be in the late morning, early afternoon now. Yeah, the colors here, it's like, got the blues on this side, got the reds and pinks on that side, kind of split down the middle. I like that kind of a view. How's the weather out there? It actually feels okay. It definitely feels a little bit humid actually, which is interesting because it's also chilly, but not super chilly. It's also not windy. We're seeing it 5 hours ahead in Europe, I guess, but it's also, I mean, don't different parts of Europe, or is all of Europe exactly 5 hours ahead? Maybe I'm just assuming there's different time zones in Europe itself. From Japan, Yoshi, hello. Martine from Argentina, and Jeff from Jerusalem. A truly international gathering. Thank you, friends. Well, what time is it right now? It should be 6:38 actually. But again, it's not fully explicit this morning. This is kind of what we'll see. It's simply yes. I think it is, and it's a simple pleasure of life, I think, the sunrise. Yeah, so Europe does have different time zones. Probably not super different, 1 hour, I guess that makes sense. And the crazy thing is New York City being ahead of LA by 3 to 4 hours. I guess it happens. That's right, Tanya, it is. So yeah, I mean, this is probably the most we'll see. Unfortunately, I can't walk along the river to go back because of all the construction area, but we'll try. Oh, Stevie says his Instagram is Tree Stump Street Art. Ian Dave Knife. He's done a John Lennon. He did an Imagine mural? I might have even walked by that. Okay, I'll check out Knife. I wonder how long it took him to do that art on the east, on that, I don't even know what to call that thing. Concrete block. Hey, Sleepless in Las Vegas, welcome back. Good morning, world. What's for breakfast? Thanks for the $5 super chat. What's for breakfast today? Probably some kind of eggs. How do I like New York City now with less people around? I guess pretty much New Yorker at this point. I've been here long enough. It's something that I always thought, There's so many people here, I wish it would just be a little bit quieter. But now that it's happened, I do miss them. I miss the liveliness. But there's still a lot of folks here. Still not as crowded as it is pre-pandemic, but still. People are coming back, and I think it hopefully will get better by this summer. We'll find out. We won't know until we get there. Stevie says, when the city cut down a tree in the street, he makes a carving of the stump. Oh, that's what he does. That is a pretty cool thing to do. I definitely have some stumps for him to work on. There was one really heavy windstorm in the last year that knocked down some trees in Kips Bay. Boris, not usually. I mean, I don't completely abhor the discussion of politics, but a lot of times it generates a lot of negativity because of people's strong beliefs, and of course different people have different beliefs, and it gets a little bit too I don't know, not as calming as I would hope it would be in this channel. Melanie Martin with a $4.99 super chat. Stunning sunrise. Thank you for these walks and talks. Thank you for your support. Appreciate that. Yeah, Dave, I mean, it's a lot. It's an interesting concept, but it also is very excessive. That crazy Disney lady, Tanya, I thought I heard that they will be coming back around middle of 2021, around the time that you're going to be here, but I guess we'll never know until it actually gets there. You know, who knows? I hear movie theaters are reopening here, and they've been closed forever. Gigi, welcome, and yes, good morning. Good sunrise. What is my favorite way of eating eggs? I'm a simple man. If I could just have mountains of eggs and mountains of bacon, like scrambled eggs, that'll do for me. I think it's kind of a nostalgic thing for me because whenever I would travel with my mom, if she would ever take me on vacation at a hotel with those continental buffet breakfasts, I would always just pile on eggs and bacon. So it's comforting for me, if that makes sense. Mr. asks, what is a good monthly salary to be able to live in New York in a safe neighborhood, if you know the answer? Yeah, it's a hard question. Different neighborhoods, of course, have different prices, and you would assume that the more expensive neighborhoods have much more expensive living. But at the same time, it's not always true. Dave S., it's all relative. I'm by 20th Street, Charlotte, on the East River. So I don't know, a good monthly salary, I mean, people live here on not very much at all, and then people also live very exorbitantly. So it depends. Yeah, maybe minimum 90K, as Elliot says. Do people in New York say, hey, I'm walking here? Hey, I'm walking here. Some people do. There was one video of a guy biking down the Brooklyn Bridge and singing Bike Lane to the tune of the Star Wars theme. That was interesting. Be happy. Красивейший рассвет. Good, beautiful colors. But again, people survive in New York on less than 90K as well. It's all relative, you know. It just depends on what you do and where you live, because people travel a long way sometimes to get to their job, and that might mean they pay a little bit less for their housing, but there's always sacrifices. Why don't I walk in Greenwich Village or Soho? Why has it always been 10? I definitely walked in Greenwich Village and Soho, but there's so many videos, it might be hard to find those. And I like those neighborhoods. But actually, the reason most of the sunrise streams are in Midtown is because whenever we walk down the East River, the sunrise views actually get much worse. It's not until we get to like on top of a bridge, like the Brooklyn Bridge, where they get better again. But it's a pretty long way down, and otherwise you don't get a very good view of the sunrise. Even right now, I don't think this is the perfect view. A little building in the middle is blocking it. Dennis in Denmark, hello. Do I know my relatives are all relative too? It's relative to me, yeah. So I don't know, this is all supposed to be closed, but this is a temporary detour, I think. Oh, they let you come in here for a little bit, and then you have to turn around. There's the sun. All right, here we go. Boris, no, my name is Gabe, not a secret. I know we try to not to go too deep into my personal life, but sometimes it's okay to let go a little bit. Saranga Bandara, good evening. I guess you're in an evening land. Is there any Apple office in New York City? Actual offices, I'm not sure. There's Apple stores, for sure. But Apple offices, I'm not sure about that. I thought they might have been getting some office space, but I couldn't tell you for sure. Sleepless in Las Vegas is TED, which will be much easier for me to say. Much faster. $20 if I go for a swim. I don't know if it's worth that. I'm not a polar bear, so I may get hypothermia. It's not that I train for this. Here comes the sun to the song of Baby Shark. As Tanya said. Lucas, almost. It's a sunset in reverse. Gareth, not yet. Cheryl Pierce, also from Australia. Welcome. Yeah, I'm glad we're getting a little bit of the sun right. I think it's supposed to get a little cloudier again as the day goes on. Oh, Dave said 111 Penn Plaza? Is there a 111 Penn Plaza? I didn't know there was an address there, but I guess they have some Apple space. Also, right around there is where Facebook rented out most of that old post office on 8th Avenue. Right where Moynihan Station is, I think in the back part of it. Andrew asked if I were worried about getting my gear pinched while walking. Not really. 11 Penn Plaza. Okay, Dave, got it. I don't know what you mean about my filter. This is pretty much what it looks like. There's definitely, I don't even know how to use a filter here. Here's the wide angle mode. This is what it looks like. Actually, it's pretty accurate in terms of colors and yeah. Sumit, I personally can't swim in this water. I'm sure somebody could. The colors definitely vary between the cameras, but there's no filter I'm using. I feel like the filter, it's more accurate on the regular camera. What's the temperature? In the 30s, I believe. Mid to upper 30s? Something like that. And then yes, the gas station to my left is going to be $4 for gas. When am I going live at night? It's been a little bit more difficult to go live at night, Lucas, with the baby, but I'm hoping to be able to soon. That's better. Is it snowing? Definitely not. I do have a Galaxy Note 20, but it's not my main streaming phone. If I swim in the water, the gimbal will become part of my arm. Yes, it will join with me permanently frozen. And if I get any of that liquid in my mouth, yeah, I don't know what'll happen to me. Christina. We're looking towards Queens, RJ Wertheimer. I mean, somewhere in this area it divides to Brooklyn. Is it very cold? Personally, I don't think so. I'm actually pretty comfortable standing here. Can I throw a rock in the ocean? I'm sure I could, but there's no rocks around. Also, most of what's behind me is landscaped, so I don't want to mess with that. Gareth, your baby's 7 months old and you haven't been out at night in a long time. Got it, Gareth. Yeah, I imagine. So my thoughts on that is when the baby goes to bed more consistently at like 6 or 7 p.m., that I'll be able to go out in the evenings more. That's my thought. Whether that's going to happen or not, time will tell. "35 degrees, there we go. Richard, I'm not really going anywhere this morning. I just want to I'm going to watch this sunrise until it disappears behind this big cloud mass. See, right there is the sun, and all of this is clouds. Harley Moon getting some steps by proxy. Always good. So I'm pretty sure, like, if I walk at this speed, I don't know if you can tell if this is much smoother, but I'm pretty sure most of my gimbal instability issues is a result of my walking speed. That's my guess. That no gimbal will account for the walking. Speed that I have gotten used to. Jody, good morning. Okay, gotta walk the dog. All right. Enjoy your dog walk. Liv, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday to Liv. And then we have Tommaso Boromamo back from Japan. Hello. Simeon asks what motivates me to do live streams every day. Well, originally I just wanted to record all my commutes, but with after the whole pandemic thing happened, I feel like it'd be much more interesting to interact with people in a different way and show you New York in a live manner. Other folks were doing it too. It seemed like a fun idea to do, and everyone does a little bit differently, so I thought it'd be fun to add my own flavor. Oh, those ducks just landed there. Who else is here? Grande Creations, Cape Bunny, Manuel, Guzman, hello. Ted, you gotta go. All right, fix your sleep schedule. Have a good day, good night. Yeah, I'll be all right. I just took a little seat over here. But it looks like the sun is starting to hide behind that large cloud mass, which we expected. Thanks, Katie. Appreciate that. Did I know Empire State Building was built above a tiny river? Vaguely. Yes, Jarlem, you do have to have a license to fish here. It's free, though. It's free. Do I like sunrises or sunsets better, Lucas asks. Personally, I think I like sunrises better. Southern Bee Farms, thank you. This is the East River, westbound Badger. That's an interesting name. I like it. Thank you, Tomasa Burro Mama. Temperature in the home? I don't know, probably 70. That's right, Dave. Or Putin. We haven't seen Putin in the chat for a while. Vladimir Putin used to join us. When will I walk? Pretty soon. Kramer did swim in the East River, and then he smelled and ruined that mattress. What's the building in the middle? I think that's just a regular apartment building, but I don't know much about it. Yeah, I took a short seat, a short sitting I wouldn't say it's a break, but I have to check my other phone for a moment. Anyhow, here we go. Yeah, I'll show you where I was sitting. There's these tables here. I was just sitting in one of these chairs. The best thing about these seats is that they're not made of metal. At least the butt part. All right, I have to go back out the way I came. Okay, good. We have access to my beach again for a little bit. Wow. The ferry caused all these waves. Yes, Tom, welcome. Welcome back. Yeah, that's what I figured I'm looking at. I knew that there's a division somewhere around here between Brooklyn and Queens. I just don't know exactly where it is based on where I'm standing. I wonder what's going on right here. Not sure. At least I don't freeze when I sit down. Yes, that is a bonus. I always like to not freeze whenever I take a seat. Alright, so if I walk pretty slowly like this, is the gimbal pretty smooth? I imagine it's smoother. Manhattan Bridge you can't see from here. If I walk quickly, I think is when the gimbals do. Is that my beach? Yes, Gareth, that's my beach. I've claimed it. No bike lane here. Kentaro from Tokyo, hello to you, good morning. I can't go north without going to this detour. Construction parks here now, I guess. Only construction. I wonder if you could just park your car here now, since nobody sits here. There's no any attendant or anything like that. Can you just park your car and nobody will ask questions? I don't know. Lisa Jackson, hello, welcome. Usually I don't go into detail about what I do. It's like being on a travelator. All right. I'm not even sure what that is. Oh, is that like, oh, now I think I know what those are. Those long, flat escalators. I guess that's what they're called then, travelators. I always walk on those and try to walk super fast. Westbound Badger. Hey, I'm walking here. J-Dog, that is a good motto to live by. Even if it's a one-way street, look both ways, because you never know if there's going to be somebody going the wrong way, and that one time that you don't look might not be a good time. So, yes, it's a good motto. Picture quality is poor and blurred. Try refreshing. I think it should be okay right now. I'm in Peter Cooper Village at the moment. There should be a small overhead map of the buildings here. They're just interesting, and an interesting configuration. This would be what it looks like from overhead. The one thing I don't understand is what I think on Android, this phone automatically focuses with Prism, but for some reason on iPhone it never focuses. I actually have to tap the screen for it to focus. I don't understand. No Times Square today, Sumit. Maybe I'll walk through it tomorrow morning when I commute. Stex, your neighborhood has traffic circles and people go the wrong way sometimes. Yeah, I'm not too surprised. Oh, I missed what's going on. I guess Panda Feet's not feeling too well, but hopefully they do feel better soon. Westbound Badger, you like the translator on your phone, have lots of fun with that. It's actually very true. I do have a lot of fun messing around with Google Translate if I'm extra bored. That crazy Disney lady, you wanted to try Prism Live, but it wasn't allowing you to preset your streams for later in the day. Are you on an iPhone also? Because I know Prism had the biggest issue with being able to schedule streams on iPhones specifically. You could do it on Android, but it wasn't possible on iPhones. But now, if I actually go to the website and do a scheduled stream, Prism Live will actually link up to it finally. Is this village considered as waterfront? I don't know if we use that terminology so much in Manhattan. We say water views, but we don't really say that it's waterfront. Not in Manhattan. I know that is a very big term in real estate. Why is Fifth Avenue a tourist destination? Lots of stores. Has a lot of other famous landmarks. Is there more snow forecast? Not that I saw, but you never know with this whole polar vortex thing. Xander from Serbia, hello. Is there more snow forecast for New York? Is what I just read. I don't know why I read it again. Sometimes I just read on autopilot. Raymond, am I near Wall Street? No. But it's all relative. It's not too far, really. Probably get down there in an hour if I walked quickly. RJ Wertheimer, thank you. Where am I heading now? I'm just kind of walking back. I want to get back towards the river, but I didn't want to walk through all the construction, so I was going to walk a different way. So when Sandy happened here, Hurricane Sandy, it really flooded a lot of this area, and that's the Manhattan Veterans Affairs Hospital. Veterans Affairs. So apparently a lot of water damage occurred there. So they built a giant flood wall around that, which apparently cost millions of dollars from what I heard. And I guess there's more that they might be doing in this area to prevent future flood damage, but I don't know. We'll see. So I usually try to get through over there, but I guess I can't get through that way, even now. Interesting. Stevie, you're a bird expert, an ornithology master. I don't know, personally. I just hear chirps and squeaks and squawks, and it sounds like it's a bird. Tomas, thank you. Is this area pricey? They've turned these into quote-unquote luxury apartments. I still don't know by what standards, but I think they're more expensive than they should be. Pigeon, please. Elliot, back with the Dawn Patrol. Yes, welcome back. It was a bald eagle. Definitely never seen any of those. I've seen in Stuyvesant Town growing up hawks for sure, and all the usual birds of New York City that are everywhere, like sparrows and pigeons. Nabul, all right, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. We're walking west now towards First Avenue. This is more Peter Cooper Village, on the northernmost part of Peter Cooper Village, 23rd Street. That's the northern border. Yeah, trash is a pretty normal occurrence in New York, and it always seems just a bit dirtier when there's snow. You know, once the snow's been on the ground for a while, it turns into a dirty mess, and it also impedes with trash pickup. So that happens. Melanie's from Manhattan. Hello, Melanie in Manhattan. Did I watch WandaVision? Yes, Tanya, actually. I'm fully caught up on it. I think I heard you say in one of your streams that you watched all of it and you were considering watching it again. But yeah, I actually enjoyed it. At first I wasn't sure about it, but it started to make more sense after about episode 3. And then I kind of understood. But I am also a fan of the Marvel stuff, so I'm pretty well caught up on all the other Avengers movies and all that. Boss, you woke up early to go to work. seems to be a usual reason to get up early. Me, I get up early in general, but also this baby keeps me up. Sumit asks, what does LOL mean? I guess different places use different acronyms for different things, but in its most usual form, LOL would mean laughing out loud, although I have seen some people refer to it as lots of love, but I'm sure that's not a common usage of it, and I wouldn't recommend using it that way. Cheryl Pierce. Yeah, that's past my bedtime in Australia. 11:05. So I was going to get to 25th Street and then go back towards the river. That's right, Katie. Always getting up early. That's my cup of tea. NYU Dentistry School is on the left. And we're still walking by the Veterans Affairs Hospital on my right. But as soon as I get to 25th Street, I'm making a right myself. Lids, LSLS, it's your dream to live in New York City. One day, hopefully, you'll be able to realize your dreams. As Shia LaBeouf says, don't let your dreams be dreams. So I want to make a right here and continue towards the river. Since this was a very roundabout detour. Lav, good morning. Knife Imagine Murals on some street dining building on 13th Street. You can't find it on Google Maps as it's last year's footage. Or maybe somebody will update it. Google Maps gets updated from time to time, which is an interesting thing on Street View with Google Maps. You can actually open up older years of Street View, upper left corner, and you can actually look to see what Street View looked like in like 2007 in Manhattan, which is already very different from what it looks like today. How long did it take me to learn the streets? Well, it's not too difficult in New York. Most of them are numbered. It gets a little bit more difficult in the southern parts of Manhattan and the outer boroughs. You can get lost easier, but it's hard to get lost these days with a smartphone. No street art around here really to show. Santa from Indonesia, hello. Dark, thank you for sharing. Yeah, oh, waitress says your cat's in one of the street views. Dunkbot. Well, hopefully be able to make it back soon. But I'm glad you enjoyed when you were here 2 Christmases ago. I do have to cross as well because I'm going to take that overpass over the FDR. My original intention was to go right next to, what is that? It should be Asher Levy. Keith, do I think I have a New York accent? Probably not what people think is a New York accent, or expect the New York accent to be who are not from New York. I think everyone expects the stereotypical Brooklyn accent, which also I don't think most people in Brooklyn have these days. What's my favorite car brand? I feel like these days it's Tesla, but a Tesla is really hard to own in Manhattan, I would say. Expensive, and I don't know where you charge it reasonably, unless you live in your own house in like Queens, and you can charge it at your garage. Yeah, people say I have like a neutral accent. The lab, no snow this morning. It did snow a little bit yesterday afternoon, but not heavily. Well, it was heavy during the time, but it got rained away. George walks around. Glad to hear. Derek, welcome. Doing well, how are you? Temperature's about 35. This is not the Brooklyn Bridge, it's just a walkway to get to Waterside Plaza, which I'll show you a bit of since we're here. And then I'll take the stairs down since we can't go to the promenade. King Manor, good morning. Hey, Big Dog is here, hello. Not Dottie, East River on this side. Up, 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 up. United Nations School is here. In the morning, I don't usually go too far. Tomorrow, I will go far in the morning because it's a commuting stream. But yeah, here we are at Waterside Plaza. They do have a lot of their own stuff here, so it's enough of a community that you don't have to leave too far. If you live here, you should be able to have access to everything you might need. They have the British International School of New York here. I don't know much about this school, but it's here. Looks like they have a band set up. I see some drums. Anyway. Go back in this direction. Oh, Ivy Lynn is here. Hello, hello. Do I cook sous vide? Yeah, sometimes, but I don't cook well. I can just make some eggs and miso soup. I can make that. Not from like a pre-made packet, because it also doesn't take a lot of ingredients to make. They have their own supermarket up here, Mercedes. No, I'm not lost, Nimrod. There's nothing to see over there, and I couldn't go down the promenade, so I wanted to get back and show you what else they have up here in this residential area. So they have a supermarket. They used to have a cafe. I'm hoping it reopens also. For now, it's closed. What else do they have? Oh, they actually might be remodeling. Looks pretty nice, whatever this is. But it might be like an event space. Yeah, I think it might be because I'm looking at it right now and there's like a bar with some stools. So that's cool. They even have physical therapy up here. And a spa. And a dry cleaner. Here's the leasing office if you want to live here. Another part of the British International School of New York. Interesting, huh? What else? I actually don't know what else they have in this part of this campus. It's not a campus, but oh, their gym is here. Okay. They got their own gym too. The physical therapy place is separate. Yeah, here's the gym. Health club. I think they have a pool, actually. There we go, now you can see inside. Victoria, yes. I'd love to go down here, but the promenade is closed. Ooh, that's a large looking barge. The sun's much higher now. Doesn't take long for it to go up. Hey, Christina, welcome. Yeah, I heard the notifications are also a little bit weird. Sometimes. I don't know if there's a way to get down from here yet. I think I have to go back and around. But I'm just going to take a peek. I guess I can go up somewhere, but I think that's another entrance to the health club. To the pool area. I think the pool's in there. Anyway, there's no way to get down, so I'm going to go back to the stairs. Susan, I'm Waterside Plaza, which is a residential area between like 23rd and I don't know, 27th Streets. by the gym again. It's a pretty nice gym with some good views. Where's the airport? There's a few airports around New York City that you can get to fly in. If you're international, you'll be coming in through JFK or Newark. If you're within the States, you might come through LaGuardia, which is probably the worst airport in the world. I don't know about the world, but I know it's consistently rated one of the worst airports in America anyway. So now we're going to keep going to the river north. Can I walk to JFK Airport so you can see it? It's not easy to walk to. I'm actually not sure if there's any way to walk there without going along the road. They are remodeling LaGuardia, but you can only dress up a piece of poop so much. You still know what's underneath. Some walk to JFK? Yeah. Or some walk that JFK, yes. And it itself is very big once you're there. Judy Calhoun, thank you for the $3 super chat. Do you ever walk to the garment? I definitely walked through the garment district. Haven't been there in a little while. Oh yeah, you can check out Aya vlogs of Lamborghini driver. They're always showing different parts of New York in different ways. Are they knocking the old LaGuardia down fully? I guess it's all going to be a transition, so it'll be always operating unless they're going to shut it down. I'm assuming it's going to be operating and then in piecemeal. Ah, Wendy's here too. Well, hello, Wendy. Can I get some lunch for the stream? Some food? I'll be eating afterwards. There's the sun again. Still coming up. Light and fluffy. Good morning. Relatively low. I feel like this is around the middle. That airplane over there took off at LaGuardia. If you can see it, just over the middle of the bridge right now. Roosevelt Island is right there. I should try to do a sunrise stream directly from the Skytram. Hey, Stefan Schober's here. I missed you. Hello. No, that's the 59th Street Bridge, or the Ed Koch Queensboro Bridge. Simple learning. Hey, Angel. Mars and World Wide is here. Hello. I still have to respond to your email. Dave E. also in the house. Not to be confused with Dave S. Also not to be confused with David Sargent. I did promise to go to Roosevelt Island. I still have to go. I think maybe one of these days as the sunrise gets earlier and earlier, perhaps when the sunrise is before 6 a.m., maybe we can try that. Christina, I try. I really try, but sometimes it's going to be difficult. Hopefully I can keep doing it. Farmhand Luke, hello. Good morning. I'm not going to go directly on that small pathway because I can get easily trapped. It's very narrow, especially with dirty snow. Boris, at best, I hope I am. At worst, I don't know what I am. Thank you, Brendan. In Berlin, the summer is shining. I mean, the sun is shining and feeling of summer. That's good. I'm looking forward to summer this year. Charlie, the river does look vicious, which means even less reason for me to try to jump in it. Seal, Joshua, you missed your city. You're halfway around the world. Well, hopefully one day it'll return. One day soon, actually. Sam Forsey, good morning. Thanks, Angel. Let's try to get me as high as we can. I'd love to see that 30K subscriber number this month if possible. But we all grow at our own pace, as long as we're all enjoying ourselves together. I actually had a cold brew this morning. I'm gonna have a warm coffee after this. But yeah, when I got up at 4:30 in the morning today, I had a cold brew. Ziv Efron from Israel, hello. Mets fan was in the school bus. I don't know where the school bus was, but hello. Patrick McCarty, good morning. Where are those high rises? Well, it depends on which one you consider as a fancy high rise. There's a few buildings here. The Copper building is very expensive, and that's that one over there. There's another building over here that has big terraces and balconies. I've still never had the luxury of having outdoor space in New York City. Something I would like to have one day. I still don't know why, but I'd like to have it. Anyway, yes, we've been going for about an hour and 20 minutes. I think I'm gonna start to wind down right here. Hello, Tim's Aviation and PM. So yeah, I think we're gonna say our goodbyes at this point. Everyone that joined me for the live stream today, appreciate it. We were able to catch a pretty nice sunrise. I think every sunrise is beautiful in its own way. And I think today's was particularly nice. I enjoyed the company as well. I liked our discussion about partly sunny versus mostly cloudy. Fun for me. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks everyone for joining. Thanks for all the super chats, super stickers, and new members. Appreciate you. Mods, as always, thank you for your help. Recurrent subscribers, new subscribers, everyone, appreciate your support. Thank you for donating your time to spend with me and the sunrise in New York. Hopefully I'll catch you all again soon. Have a great day wherever you are. Hey, with the at the buzzer, that crazy Disney lady Tanya, 1999 diaper fund donation and coffee. Thank you so much. All right, thanks everyone. And thanks again, Tanya. Have a great day wherever you are. Bye everyone.